Hello everybody, my name is Wilder, and with the Friends of Mineral Town remake info dump we got recently, there was something in there that was interesting to a lot of people, myself included. It stayed in my mind for quite a while, and that is, we got to learn that there are 2 new mystery marriage candidates coming to this game. Now it hasn't exactly been 100% confirmed, I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, if these characters are going to be new to the entire series, or if they're old characters from Harvest Moon who are going to be new to just Mineral Town. And so everyone has been guessing at who these 2 characters are going to be. There have been a lot of guesses everywhere this game is talked about, but there have been a ton of you who left your guesses in the comments of one of my videos. If you'd like to see what video I'm talking about, there's a card in the top right corner. And I thought it would be a lot of fun to go through the most popular choices and see how well they match up with the silhouettes we got, and how much sense it would make for those characters to be in Mineral Town. So first, let's start with the new Bachelorette that will be coming to Mineral Town. The first character that I saw mentioned, and one that was a popular choice throughout the comments section, was Oracle from Tale of Two Towns. Oracle is an alchemist who lives in the Bluebell Mid-Mountain area. She's a hidden marriage candidate, and you can only unlock her in year 2 or later. A lot of her hard events involve you helping her with her alchemy, and helping her meet new people and make friends. Because she does live in the mountains, she's kind of closed off and shy, so you help her to get comfortable around other people. The biggest reason as to why people have said Oracle is because if you take her character portrait and you put it beside the silhouette we got, and you remember that all characters have to go through a redesign because of, the Natsume and Marvelous copyright issues, then it's not hard to see her in the silhouette. Some of the characters in the game, like Potpourri, look very similar to their original design, so if they didn't end up changing Oracle too much, then that definitely looks like it could be her. Oracle being in Mineral Town wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't find any Mineral Town references in Tale of Two Towns, and I don't think there were any. But I love Tale of Two Towns, it's one of my favorite Harvest Moon games, and I think that seeing Oracle in the Mineral Town remake would still be really cool. The next character that people think it could be is a character we've never actually met or seen, but a character we've heard quite a bit about. And that is... I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how to correctly pronounce this. I looked up how to pronounce this name, and I found a lot of ways. I found Aja, Aja, Azja, I found Asha, there was Aha, I also found Aya. I honestly don't know, I'm gonna be honest. I tried to find a proper pronunciation, but there are too many. I'm gonna go with Aja, only because that's how I pronounced it growing up. I'm sorry if that's wrong, but I honestly did try. Aja is the daughter of Duke and Mana, who run the Aja winery, which is named after their daughter. She had an argument with her father one day and left town to live her own life, and she has not been back since. Now, like I said, we haven't seen this character, but we've heard a lot about her. Her parents will talk about her from time to time, but other than that, there are actually 3 events in the game where she's mentioned, more specifically with Harris. Harris actually has a crush on her and writes a letter to her about how he feels. We've heard so much about her, and because she is an important character to the people of Mineral Town, some people think that she could be the mystery marriage candidate. I love that this remake is expanding the game by adding stuff like new animals, new designs for the main characters, and new marriage candidates, but it would be even cooler if they expanded upon Mineral Town itself by adding Aja, and giving her story and relationship with her family a new perspective. Honestly, out of all the marriage candidates on this list, this one makes the most sense because she's already technically a Mineral Town character, even though we haven't seen her before. I think this would be super cool. Also, she was the most popular guess by far, so a lot of people would love to finally meet her. And the last Bachelorette is someone who hasn't come up a whole lot, but has actually come up pretty consistently when they were mentioned, and that is Muffy from Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, Harvest Moon DS, and DS Cute. Muffy is an outgoing, charismatic, but lonely girl. She works at the Blue Bar in Forget-Me-Not Valley, and she moved from the city to the valley after experiencing one too many heartbreaks. Throughout the games she's in, Muffy talks about the city quite a bit, from some of the relationships she had to city life in general. The city is up the same path that you go up in A Wonderful Life to connect to the Friends of Mineral Town games. Because of this, it isn't hard to believe that the city is Mineral Town. However, that's not where the Mineral Town tie-ins stop. Forget-Me-Not Valley and Mineral Town are no strangers to each other, because if you put a copy of Friends of Mineral Town in the Game Boy slot on your DS, while you're playing Harvest Moon DS, then the Mineral Town marriage candidates will show up in Forget-Me-Not Valley on Sundays, and you can even get married to them. And on weekdays you can use the phone in your house to call different phone services, and the Mineral Town characters will answer. Because of all these things, it would actually make a lot of sense for Muffy to appear in Mineral Town, and that's why a lot of people guessed that she would. Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life is my favorite Harvest Moon game, and to see Muffy come back with a whole new design would make my heart happy. But enough of the girls, let's get to the guys. There were two very popular guesses when it came to male marriage candidates, and the first one is Sky from Harvest Moon DS Cute. Sky is a mysterious boy with silver hair. He is a phantom thief who only shows up at night, and all of his hard events involve you bumping into him as he's trying to steal something in the valley. Sky quickly became a fan favorite and was a huge breath of fresh air for Forget-Me-Not Valley. He was added in as a special marriage candidate in DS Cute because, honestly, the guys in Forget-Me-Not Valley aren't the best to choose from, so they added Sky to make it a bit more interesting. But also because the male version of Harvest Moon DS has a bunch of special bachelorettes, like the Harvest Goddess and the Witch Princess, so they added in Sky as a special bachelor for DS Cute. But like I said, he became a fan favorite very quickly, which would be super cool if he wasn't in just one game. I mean, he was in Harvest Moon My Little Shop on the Wii, but he was add-on content in that game, and that game is as spin-off as you can get in my opinion. I mean, if you've played that, then you know that is something else. So having Sky come back to the series would be a good thing because he hasn't gotten enough love after DS Cute. Also, if we use the same argument we did for Muffy, because Sky is in Forget-Me-Not Valley a lot, it would make sense to see him in Mineral Town too because of the tie-ins to both games. And the second guess we have for the male candidate, and the most popular guess for the male candidate, I might add, is Alan from Harvest Moon: A New Beginning. Alan is a cool and stylish guy who runs a hair salon. He's very passionate about his work, and his hard events involve you learning about why he wanted to become a stylist and what his work means to him. Harvest Moon: A New Beginning is a really fun game, and Alan is a super cool character. I became his friend in that game because I liked him so much. Like I said, he was a very popular guess, and that's because of his character portrait. If you look at his character portrait, and just like Oracle, compare it to his silhouette, and remember about the redesign, because again, copyright issues between Natsume and Marvelous, then this looks like it could be it. It really does look like we have a match here. The stances are very similar. Alan, like Oracle, would again not make the most sense because there isn't really a tie-in between the two games, but just like I said for Oracle, Alan is really cool, and I would not mind seeing him return at all. If you want my opinion, I think because of how the silhouettes look, Oracle and Alan are the two new marriage candidates. I think those two are it. They look super similar to those silhouettes. I am very excited to see who they are, but nothing has been announced yet, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. As a little side note, I saw like 2 people mention the Witch Princess. If you don't know, I love the Witch Princess, and I marry her in every game I can. But if we look at the silhouette, the character seems to be standing as if they're a little reserved and shy, which does not match the Witch Princess at all, so sadly it's very likely that this is not her. And besides, we already do have Witchy in Story of Seasons, who looks like she's going to be replacing her from now on. But it would be cool to see the Witch Princess come back as a marriage candidate because I love her. But what do you think about all these guesses? Do you think that the mystery marriage candidates could be one of these characters, or do you think it's someone entirely different? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. In the description there are links to my Patreon, my Discord, and my Twitter, so go check them out if you're interested. There are lots of cool perks on my Patreon, go check it out. I want to give a big thank you to all my wonderful patrons. Their names are down in the description. They're the best and they help me do what I love, so thank you guys very much. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.